skills. Yeah. I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheels. I keep it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving their toes the chills. My jewelry the coldest chill.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Carolina Panthers. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Check 180. Check 53, Mike. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, huh? 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Watch the edge.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 21-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, here's Newton. And he's got his man on the out route. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He's checking. Crash.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Newton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Newton. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Panther first down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Gun. 20. 53, Mike. Trump. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. Chance. Get it.
Now a first down throw for Newton. Incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey, pick your game up. 8.
Throwing again. Newton. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Tack McKinley, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long.
Check 99. Check 99.
The shotgun snap for Newton. And he will find his man on the outside. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
20. No chance. Watch twist. Gun. Great. Check 3.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Let's go. Great. 53's the mark. Check 53. 8. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. 20. Mike, 53. Mike. They scared. Check. 53.
Here we go on 4th. Newton. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go. Gun. Put it 2. Check 24.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. McCaffrey. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. From the gun, Newton. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Look at it. 20.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
Here comes the
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now on 2nd and 13, Newton, and his throw here's incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. And he will not get what he needed as he stopped short of the first down at around the 22. 9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be 4th down now.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Check it back, check it back.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Rosen to throw. And this one's incomplete. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
It's taken to the 26. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Browns nothing.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Watch QB drop. Slam, slam, slam. Check, check. Press down.
Operating from the gun. Newton escaping the pressure. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Tack McKinley. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Pulled in at the 24. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of the game still, don't you?
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Here we go. Point to the 3. Stop your whining.
This is McCaffrey. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Great.
2nd and 5 now. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Defense wins championships, baby.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right, and he'll take this one down near the 15. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Panthers on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Here we go.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. They find themselves down here after an interception on their opening drive led to a field goal. But all in all, you'd have to say fortunate to be only down 6.
Yeah, and you know how teams huddle on the sideline before they come out on the field in between series? Guaranteed what's said there is, guess what, guys? We take this ball, move it downfield, and put it in the end zone, we're right back to even.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. They run with Hunt. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Rosen nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Bravo. Mike 54. Mike 54. Hug. Check 52. Hey, alert. Check.
3rd and long here for Rosen. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Everyone got 4 down. Hey, watch 85. Watch 85. Hey, alert. Double up. He's coming, double up. Kill.
To throw is Rosen. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I'll just figure there's something wrong with the football.
He's got Njoku, his big tight end. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Shit. One day. Sit.
They'll try to run with Hunt, and he takes this one in for a Browns score. Kareem Hunt, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Watch the slants.
From the gun, Newton taking a shot for Samuel. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
The Browns drive about to get started. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, We know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run it with Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. That's taken in by Callaway. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Rosen is going to float this over the middle. And this is caught at the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Antonio Callaway, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shot. It's caught inside the 25. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Curtis Samuel, touchdown number 18 on the year, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Now Newton will bring the Panthers up to go for 2. Here's Newton. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. when you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Check 42. Hey, Alpha. Check Mike 57. Mike 57. I know he ain't got it.
Now Rosen looking to throw. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Rosen now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 2nd down and 4, Rosen. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. From the gun, it's Rosen. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
Browns, 1st down.
Rosen now 12 of 15 throwing the ball. 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. Now Rosen. His throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. They want to go to the air again with Rosen. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Antonio Callaway with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust. Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Newton going down the middle, and it's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Get ready. Get ready.
Now Newton on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Watch the run, watch the run. Check 13, check 13. Switch, switch.
To throw again, Newton. Taking a shot for Samuel. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Go, go.
After the interception, here's Rosen. And Callaway taking it in left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Antonio Callaway, 70 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner.
At their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Newton. That's going to be caught by Samuel. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
That's good for the Panthers. First down.
Newton now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Shoot, shoot. Check 26, check 26. Express. Wide motion.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
White to the 3. Hey, it's coming up. Hey, let's go. It's coming. Man, I got you. 51's Mike. Mike 51. Push him back. Check safety. Bang, bang. Express. Bang, bang. 51's the Mike. 20. Go. Hey, Mike 51. Check tight end.
Newton on first down. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Here's Newton. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
2nd and 3 at the 25-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run with McCaffrey. And an alley to run. But he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal.
51 to Mike, boy, 51. On yard.
Again, Newton. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on first and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
He'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12.
Let's go.
Now Newton. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Tack McKinley in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So they need to reverse the trend. The last two plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal. From the gun, here's Newton. That's complete to McCaffrey. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Let's get it.
So now the field goal unit trots out there for the third time tonight.
A 32-yard attempt.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Looking to throw on second down. Rosen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Browns on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Rosen will throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Monday. Alert, alert, alert. Check motion.
Rosen on 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They'll run with Hunt on second down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
The Browns on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Check three. Hey! What? Hey, Delta!
Here's Rosen. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Newton steps away to it, and he's going to go down again. Joe Schobert in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long.
Watch Mike. Let's get fast. Let's go. 8. Back.
Out of the gun, Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Check nickel.
They snap it to Newton. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll indeed take a knee. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one, were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch.